So with me here is an electric sewing machine. I like to call this my baby because it's my favorite sewing machine. So there are basic things this machine can help you do that serves as an advantage against other machines, your straight sewing manual machine or your straight sewing industrial sewing machine. First up is that it has an interesting stitch control here, which gives you the opportunity to sew with a twin needle, to sew decorative stitches, to also sew your zigzag stitches so you can make perfect buttonholes. So that's why I love this particular machine. We'll go straight to the various parts of this machine. So, sorry, my spool pin is broken, but the spool pin will usually hold or house a thread here. But since I usually use my big threads, that can stand on the table. Next is our thread guide right here. So your thread comes in, goes this way through this point. We have another thread guide there. We have our take up lever, which pretty much takes your thread up and down. We have another thread guide beneath here. Then we have our needle. Then we have a presser foot, and we have a presser foot clamp just at the back of our presser foot here. We also have a presser foot lever, which helps you take your presser foot up and down. The presser foot clamp helps you to detach and replace or change your presser foot. Then underneath that we have our teeth, which helps to control or move our fabric backwards. We have our throat or needle plate next. Then we have our reverse stitch control. We also have our hand wheel. And what am I forgetting? Okay, we have our tension control. So depending on what kind of fabric you're working on, if it's a thick ply or a very thin fabric, your tension could be controlled at this point to either press your presser foot down more or just lightly so the fabric can flow through easily. Additionally, we have our stitch length control here, where you get to decide how long or how tight you would like your stitches to be. This is our bobbin winding assemblage. So when you want to reel thread into your bobbin, you place it here, put it along this your thread guide, and place your thread, and you have it filled up, pull out. Then this is where your bobbin and bobbin case goes into, just under this point here. Okay, so these are the basic parts of this sewing machine. I'll take you straight to our manual sewing machine and to the industrial sewing machine next. So I almost forgot to show you this. This is called your presser foot, the powerhouse of your electric sewing machine. So you put this on the floor and you plug it in right here. Are you doing this right? Good. Right there, you plug it in, and then this on the floor for your fit, while this goes into the socket. So don't worry, on our next video you get to see how to thread this machine and to begin your stitches with it. So let's go for our order. So we have our spool pin on our manual sewing machine. We have a thread guide here. We have our tension disc, our tension control. We have another take up lever here. We have another thread guide here, and we have So we have our thread guide here, another thread guide here. Then we have our needle. We have our presser foot control or presser foot clamp, and we have our presser foot. We have our teeth, our throat plate, slide plate, which helps us to access our bobbin and bobbin case underneath here. So we have our hand wheel, and then we have our bobbin assemblage. You want to reel your thread into your bobbin, you get to place it here. We have our stitch control, our reverse stitch control and stitch length control. Then we have this, it controls the texture of the fabric you want to work on. Simultaneously, you can see it taking up the teeth and taking the teeth down right here. Okay, very good. So those are various parts of our sewing machine, our manual sewing machine. And I need to also show you that it has, you see that, a pedal, a manual pedal. That's how we get to move it. Unlike the other that has an electric motor, this gets to operate with a pedal. So this is our industrial sewing machine. This is our pressure control up here. Then we have our thread guides. We have another thread guide here, followed by our tension control and our tension discs. Then we have another thread guide here, another thread guide, another thread guide, and then a needle. And then we have our presser foot. We have a presser foot lever here that takes the presser foot up and down. Then we have our throat plate or needle plate. We have our teeth and our slide plate here. This is our reverse stitch control, our stitch length control, our hand wheel, and our, can you guess? It's our bobbin assemblage used to wind our bobbin. When we want to get our bobbin filled up with thread, we get to use it. So our thread goes basically in here, over here, up here, our take up lever, down back here to our thread guide, and into our needle. Okay, so once we start working on our stitches, we'll show you how to thread your machines. Thank you so much for being patient with us and sticking with us through this video. So like we always say, do well to subscribe, like us on our channel, and don't forget to say thumbs up. Thanks guys, have a lovely evening.